Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me. This is your host, idjester. We're going to be playing a playthrough of Endless Legend here. It's finally full released here. In fact, we are looking at version 1.0.2. They just released this update today. Basically, a bunch of minor fixes to some of the issues that were out there in the game. To be honest, I haven't played this game since the beta build. I was part of the beta team there and played it once or twice, not very much. But the game was so unpolished and unfinished that I just decided to kind of give up on it and wait until the full release was done. And I usually like to let the full release stew in the pot for a little while until they've get a few fixes on it done and such. So we are at version 1.0.2. So we will start a new adventure in Endless Legends. So if we go into the credits here, you can see maybe Endless Legend is by the people that came out with Endless Space. A couple years ago. I was played in this space. I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel about that. Just didn't overwhelm me. It was kind of interesting in the beginning, but I didn't like the space combat and stuff. Amplitude Studios, that's who it is. I couldn't think of their name. Sorry, apologize. Amplitude Studios. Yeah, so Endless Legend is kind of a 4X fantasy game. I'm all about 4X games in general, space games. I have played Civilization and posted some playthroughs of Civilization on my YouTube channel as well, so if you're interested you can look for those. But I love fantasy stuff, and so this should be right up my alley, I'm thinking. So here's the main settings. I'm just going to keep everything kind of on the normal Joe everything. We will put it on small. We don't want to spend a real long playthrough. I just want to keep, kind of make this a quick playthrough as we learn how to play this game. It's been a long time since we actually played. There's probably just a lot of stuff that was added that I haven't even seen yet. As far as the races go, there are 8 different races. The Wild Walkers, I think, is who I was playing before. The Broken Lords, the Vultures, the Roving Clans, the Ardent Mages, the Necrophages, the Draken, and the Cultists, and of course, you can play random. The faction we pick randomly from the okay. I believe some of these weren't even in the beta build that I had played. I believe the Vultures, the Wild Walkers were in there. And the Broken Lords. I don't remember any of the others. They might have been in there. I might be wrong. So yeah, these cultists are pretty much what their name says. They're fanatical, religious people or race that has got all kinds of crazy things going on. Most of these, one of the cool things about Endless Legends is that each of the races play differently. They're very, they have their own story, they have their own quests that you kind of can complete to win the game. They have their own units, so they definitely play much differently. So if we look at our cultists, we have the High Seat of the Queen, which is probably just a trait for this race. It gives us no settler production, but we have +1 district level cap on cities. Okay, well it shows us a settler here, so I'm not sure what this means. Constructed around a single city that are their religious center, this faction creates no new cities and therefore cannot produce settlers. However, their city center can be built up to a higher level than any other faction, becoming an impressive and powerful metropolis from which all of Agura could be ruled. Okay, so we're not going to be expanding out. Interesting. So we have the Walls of Faith, which gives us extra fortification in our main city. We have a Fanatic unit. We have a Preacher unit. We have the language square, which unlocks the army action of parley and bribes. We have a conversion, can convert pacified villages. Converted villages are lost to their original owner, giving all advantages of pacified villages to the new owner, no matter their location. Okay, we'll exploit on their tile and the 6 tiles around for the main city. Alright. Weapon of the enemy. A captured city is immediately raised. Nameless guards. The cultist main quest, of course, like I mentioned, each race has their own specific quest line that they can go through. And military science, which gives us plus 60 city fortification and plus 0.5 XP per turn on unit and garrison, and plus 1 slot on militia. Alright, well, let's try these guys. We'll keep the others on random, on normal difficulty. We'll probably get crushed, but as I mentioned, this is just a tutorial learning game for us. Here's our little race, and of course we'll have a little video on them coming up, maybe. So yeah, Endless Legend. I was really impressed by this game in the beta.
The Endless broke us when they broke themselves. Now we are few, and many that remain are of little use. Yet our purpose still drives us. Even death cannot be allowed to stop us. We must find new converts, new servants, who will help us fulfill the great oaths we took so long ago. They will not only be our hands and our eyes, they will be the sword and the shield of our armies that will bring the eternal end. First upon Origa, and then across the universe.
Agora is the name of the world, I'm assuming. Alright. You have encountered the Empire of Angurthred. It's an AI. Greetings, let's see if our empires can live together in harmony. Wow. So we've like started adjacent to a AI unit, or an AI race. That might be very difficult for us. I will say that this game is really nice looking. It is the way everything folds in is just beautiful. So we do have a hero here, unassigned hero, which has a settler, a preacher, and a preacher unit. So if we click on the settler, and we have options to colonize. Alright, so the way this game works is that wherever you put your city, you get those resources and all the surrounding resources. So you can see if I put it here, I would get 3 food, 3 food, 3 food, 1 food, 2 production, 3 food, 2 production, and 1 food, 2 production for this location. And then that's added all together for my race as the total of everything that I'm going to earn for my production and my food and all that. So placing these cities can be very important. Oh, there we go. We got a science. What is this site here? Actually, can I right click and deselect that? Yes. Okay, so this site is an earth spine, which is going to give us +1 food, +1 production, +4 for the spire, +4 gold for the spire, and an extra 10 thumbs up, which are probably like happiness. So that's good. What else do we have in this location? We have Mycloria. So what does this give us? Extra food, 6 science and 10 more happiness. So this probably is a pretty good spot because we'll get both of these too. So if we colonize right there, you can see we're going to get 10 science from just those 2 spots. We don't have any other science we can produce. A little bit up here, 1 and 1 1. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and just start right where we're at. Boom. Build our capital, Strawn. We can click on our capital here. Oops, that is still our unit, our assigned hero. Right. So here's our unit. He starts off with tier 1 items. Of course, we can, once we develop more interesting items, we can equip them, build them, give them to him. Oop, close this. So, preachers, what do they do? Preacher. Alright, we want to probably use these guys. They have some attack, initiative, defense, speed, damage, unleashing potential. They are ranged units. Low damage 1, slow down. Alright, well, we're going to take a preacher and move him out this way. Oops, what happened? Select the preacher, right click. There we go. See if we can expand out a little bit. So there's our little preacher unit. And normally you can rotate the map, but I don't have my middle mouse working to do that. Then we'll take our hero, and this guy, bring him out this way. We're going to search this rune over here and see if we got 30 dust. Okay, that's good. So if we zoom out, you can kind of see that each spot on the map is broken up into a province. You can only have one city inside a province, so you can't like spam cities everywhere. What do we have here? This looks interesting. This is the emerald deposit. Oh, nice. So for some reason, hello, where did our other... Okay, he does have the preacher with him. Okay, I wanted to make sure. So we'll start heading him up that way. So let's see what we got going on here. We got some food. So basically, for just having the city, we get 4 food, 4 science, 4 production, 4 dust. In this game, dust is their currency. And generate 2... influence? Yes, influence. And that's produced per worker. So we have 1 worker. So we're going to get 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2. 8 is our total from the city tiles. So if you look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 0. So we have 8. So 4 and 8 is 12, right? And we're losing 1 from each person consumes 2 food. So that would be 12. I'm not sure where we're getting that extra bonus from. Our people are happy. Of course they are in the beginning. Until I screw everything up. But what do we have over here? This looks like something good too. Glass steel deposit. Another rune. Alright. So I think we can go on to the next... Oh, no we can't because we haven't done our research yet. So the way End This Legend is divided up into multiple tiers here. I think there's 6 tiers. And you start at tier 1. And to go up to tier 2, you need to have a certain number of texts researched. In this case, I believe it is 9. We already own 2, which are the Fanatic and I believe that's one we own, yes? Maybe it's these ones. Yes, the Language Squire and the military science. So this one and this one. So this one has not been done yet. Fanatic. Sounds like a good option. Or, of course, we could try to get our economy up. So each one of these pieces of the pie is broken up into, the top is military, this is science and industry, this is empire and expansion, and of course this is economy and population. So we have things like the Empire Mint, which gives us extra money. You know, that sounds really good. Let's do that one. I don't think we're going to be attacking right off the bat, hopefully. Let's see what else we have here. Seed storage. So an extra 10% food on city during summer seasons, and plus 15% food on the city and upkeep. That sounds pretty good too. River, I don't know if we're on a river or not. So this is going to give us +1. Oh, from the dye extractors, the emerald extractors, the gold extractors, the spice extractors, and the wine extractors to give us extra resources that we'll use. Alright, well, first things first, let's just try to get our economy going here. We're at +9 right now, so sounds like a good one. We'll get the, we'll end our turn here. Probably should go back to the main screen here. Alright, so here's our main racial quest. So the conversion begins, but the task is formal. A few of us are that we attract are worthy, and even those that would be trained. So blah blah blah. So we need to convert 2 minor faction villages to the occult, and for that we'll give 15 spices. All right. So the first things first. How do I get out of this screen? Let's go back to. Here's our empire screen. There's our city screen, research screen, quest screen. Academy screen. This is our hero, which we can inspect. Each hero now has a skill tree that they will go up when they earn experience points. So this one over here is each faction has their own tech skills that they can learn. There's a common one, which I believe everybody has access to, and then there's a class one based on your unit's class. So in this case, I'm an infantry, so I would get the infantry unit piece of the pie there. So obviously we have to wait till this guy earns some experience points. What else do we have? Our military screen, our diplomacy screen. Oh, yeah, we already know this guy's around. That's not cool. So how do we get back to just the main screen here without having to So yeah, over here is a very important thing. You see the little snowflake here, and it says 18 to 38 turns. So somewhere between turn 18 and turn 38, winter will arrive. When winter arrives, movement is severely slowed down. You lose production of all your food. So you have to have extra food stocks, or your citizens will start dying, and lots of different things. Anyways, I know I can hit escape, but I don't want to have to keep hitting escape. I was wondering to see if there's another way to... You know, I could have this guy go get this thing over here, I bet, right? Yeah, might as well. What the heck? No sense in sending our hero down there. Hero, come this way. Oh, I will just love how this expands out the map. Here's some geysers. All kinds of special terrain things. You can't get that yet, huh? Oh, I wonder if we need a hero for that. Let's go to turn 2. Let's see, can he actually... Oh, okay, he can search that. We found 10 gold. So in this case, gold is not dust, this is gold. So we can use this for making special items, I believe. But we got 10 gold as a reward for searching that. But what else do we have here? We definitely want to check out the rest of our little province here before we do anything else. What is this thing? This is glass steel. Oh, that's right. Alright, so you come this way. Oh, we've encountered a new minor faction, the Cultists. They look like were creatures. So if we simulate them into our faction, we would get vision radius per Jonch's village on units. So extra vision range. You must have very good eyes that can see in the dark. Now they are located, if we zoom out, yep, right there they are. You can see they have 2 units in there. Their little flag shows that they have 2 units in there. We only have 1 unit and our hero right now, so we probably can't take them on. Probably not. But we will go investigate this rune here. I think we can move on to the next turn here, yes? Alright, so we completed the mint, and we have no research in the queue, so we will do that. Food production. Alright, let's go for food production. That can never be a bad thing. So we will do that. Yes, we just missed that. We've done that. And we've grown to size 2, so that's excellent to see. So what we can do when we click on our city now is just see we have 2 little dudes here. Oh, we have nothing in the queue. Oh my gosh, that is horrible on my part. We should be building stuff. I apologize for screwing that up. See, I told you I'd make mistakes. But this is just a learning game. Oh, there's a river too. We almost settled on the river, but we didn't. Okay. So we have this Founders Memorial. So each race has their own special building that they can build one time in their empire. This is a one-time construction, but it gives us a huge bonus. And you can see we can get that done in 3 turns. Now you notice that we have 2 people here because we have a size 2. But we can take these people and we can move them around. So you can see that if we don't want everything put into food, because we have plenty of extra food, but of course we won't grow as fast or as big, we can actually, move these around to different spots. So we can put here, we go from 12 to 17. If we need more dust, we can put it here to get more dust. But I think growing the city is actually good because it'll give you more guys that you can then separate around. So right in the beginning here, we're just going to, it's going to take us 7 more turns. We'll get another guy, and then we can start putting him to work in other aspects of our civilization. It's a great little system. I love that when I was playing this in the beginning, during the beta. And it's just the view on this game is just incredibly well. I mean, very nice detail. You see the units look wonderful. I can't say enough about that. Very happy I pre-ordered this game and was part of the beta. So go search. Found nothing of interest. What? That's crazy. So this is some nice units, or some nice things. So you can see we've got another province over here, and another province down here, and another province over here, and another province over here that eventually we can settle. But of course, as I mentioned, each province only can have 1 city in it. So we own this province because we own a city in it. If we were to come down here into this province and build a city, we own that province, and we own everything in the province. Alright, so can you come this way then? Oh, we found another minor faction. So we would get extra food if we assimilate these guys in, and you can see there they are again. So what we would like to do is, if we look at our quest log, we should have a quest log up here somewhere. Let's see which one it is. There it is, quests. So right now we're looking for converting 2 minor faction villages into the occult. Alright. So if we click on this, you go here. Next turn, I guess. Yep, you step out there and see what's out there. Alright, found another minor faction. They look like demons. The Kanzani. We would get extra influence. Excellent. The Haunts, we would get extra science. So obviously getting all kinds of different races assimilated into your... Ooh, what the heck is that? The life tree. We get extra food. Wow. We might want to... Oh, we don't make settlers. That's right. I don't know how this race is going to play because we don't make settlers. We can only make preachers and try and convert other people. Oh, bummer. It's going to be kind of hard to learn how to play these guys, actually. So these guys can go to this race here. So the things we can do is we can attack them and try to forcibly take them over. We can parlay them. So we can enter negotiations with them. We could try to bribe them, and we can try to convert them. Convert a peasant village, but at a cost of influence. So we need 20 influence to be able to convert these guys. Right now we have 4 influence, and we're gaining 1 influence per turn. So it's going to be a little while before we can convert anybody. But that's basically how we can... Once we really want to get extra influence, because it seems like our race having extra influence would be good. We'll wait until the Founders Memorial is done, because that'll give us a huge bonus. This is probably the first building you want to build for your race, and it might be called something different if you play this as one of the other races, but usually they give you +2 on everything except for +1 on the influence. And that's going to be just, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 extra resources every turn. So that's just huge. So definitely build that first. Alright, are we done moving? I believe we is. Yeah, it's a bummer. We can't actually settle other places, but we can use our we can convert other races, minor races at least. So that will be very... very useful, very easy. Alright, you come this way. We're going to pick that up. Alright, end our turn here. Notice our little countdown to winners coming closer and closer. We're 14 to 34 turns now. Yeah, I guess head out this way. Oh, there's another minor race. Well, that's where the demons are. Okay. Looks like that might be a dead end. I'm going to go right there so I can just uncover that spot right there. Just the Fog of War is just awesome. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played this game, and it's been far too long to tell you the truth. This has been it was really interesting back in the day. I love fantasy games to begin with. I love 4X games to begin with. Okay, so we got a new quest. We need to produce 40 industry in one of your cities in 10 turns. 40 industry, and we would get 20 influence. Oh, that's huge for us. Okay, so we have to make sure we get 40 industry. Okay, so we will... Ooh, we got 5 turns left. We're going to make 20 industry... we might be able to do this in 2 turns if I'm reading this right. I think I am actually reading that right. Do you have any more movement left? Oops, you. Do you have any more movement left? No? Okay. So let's see. Okay, we got our seed storage, which is going to give us extra food during summer seasons, extra food production, and only a -1. So let's go in and look at our research now. Science. So we get +2 science on terrain with science spaces. Unfortunately for us, if you look, our science spaces, we only have 2 of them. But there are 2 huge ones, a 6 and a 4. So that really isn't a great tech for us. Because it's only going to give us a +2 and a +2. So it only gives us a +4. Let's see what else we have here. Public library gives us +10 on a city and +10% from a city. Yes, please. That sounds wonderful. I don't know why I wouldn't do that. Let's see what else we have here. So our hero has leveled up. Alright. So we're going to go inspect our hero. You can see it's a cultist infantry. He's got good health. Upkeep is costing us a little bit of money. He's level 2 now. This is our first hand of the queen, I believe. Something like that. Okay, so here are our choices. We can do Strength of the Wild, which is going to give us plus 10 defense on the hero. We have the Indiana Bones, which improves searching of the ruins. And the Impassionate Preacher. Okay, so if our hero was actually in the city, it would give us a +1 on everything. Wow. That would be really good. Or we have him run around and get things from the I think we'll do this one actually. Get better searching on the runes. But wow. Let me think about that. We would lose him as a, we wouldn't be able to move him around the map. We would have to go sit in our main city, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra resources per level. We can research this 3 times. So, wow, that is a reset the chain. I think. Oh, and that's +1 food per guy on the city? Oh my god, that's huge. Alright, we got to do that. Because that's +1 food per person on the city. So if our city has 4 people, that would give us 4 extra food. Yeah, that's just too broken. Well, I mean, it probably evens out in the long run. We're going to have like one massive, awesome city. Alright, you need to split. Removes the currently unassigned hero. How do I tell him to go back home and... No, I want just the hero. So, can I unselect this guy? No. Disband the selected unit. Note they will go to the mercenaries market. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. What I want to do... Well, first things first. Just go back to the city, and then I'll figure out how to get the preacher out of there by himself. But alright, how are our quests coming along? Oop, that's not the quest. Here's our quest. We've got to tell us how much industry we've done so far. We only need to produce 40 industry. We have produce 40 industry in one of your city. Oh, we need to produce 40 industry in one of our cities for 10 straight turns. Research a total of 40 in the... I don't know. That's interesting. I'm not sure how to read that. Do we need to produce 40 industry in one of our cities for 10 turns? Does that mean we have to have 40 industry? Or is that a total of 40 industry? I don't know. Again, this is just a learning game. Alright, so we can dismiss that. Founders Memorial. Alright, so we've finished our Founders Memorial, which is going to give us huge bonuses. You can see we're getting a bunch here. Alright, so what do we want to do now? We can do the food storage, which will give us extra food. We can do the mint, which will give us extra money. We can do the where it allows us to have extra armies, extra fortification on our stronghold, the boroughs streets, which would actually let us expand our empire out and get more production. I think that is going to be yes, I think that's what we want to do. And see, what we do is we take one of our current spots and we're going to actually I'll show you this. So you can see we're going to lose one food on whatever tile we choose. So if we choose a tile that doesn't have any food, no, we can't do that. Okay. But we're going to lose the food from that tile. But basically we're going to then gain extra dust, extra science, and extra influence. And it's going to give us access to more spots to build on. So if we come here, you will see them. We're going to add 2 for 5 food and 2 for 6 industry. See if there's anything might be any better. That's just a lot of food. 3, 6, 9 food. It's just not a lot of great tiles for us right here. If we could get it all the way over here, maybe. I don't know. 2, 4, 5, and yeah. So we'll build it right here. It's going to take us 6 turns to do it, but okay, we can dismiss that. And it's been a little slow to begin with, folks, but that's usually how these games start as you're learning them. Go a little bit slow just to just so you can learn, understand. See, I'm glad we did that extra thing. So there's another minor faction over here. We're up to 6 influence. We get up to 20. We basically walk up to another city and convert it to ours. That is awesome. We don't really want to be fighting anybody. I don't think we have the units right now to be fighting anybody. We're just trying to explore around and just see what's out there. Alright, you can't move in the city yet. I wish there was a way for me to say, is there a way, and I apologize, I'm trying to figure out how to tell this guy, go sit in the city and give me all these bonuses. Unassigned hero moves the current. No, I don't want to remove him. The hero commanding this army. May have to get him back to the city, but is there a way to just break this guy off? So I don't want that guy to run back there. We'll just figure it out as we go, right? All right. So first things first. Put this guy in the city. Now, how do we say become? I think he has to become like part of the city or something. Yeah, first hand of the queen. How do we assign him to the city? Sure, there's a way. I'm probably missing it somehow. Removes the currently assigned. I don't want to remove him. I just want to transfer selected units to the garrison of the nearby location. I don't want that. Disband the selected units, they will go in. No, I don't want to disband them. I want I apologize, folks. Well, you know what? I'm just going to ahead and bring this episode to a close. I'll figure it out in between episodes. And we'll be right back for some more Endless Legends here in just a few minutes. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time, folks.